Hey there, happy Jupiter Day. I hope you're doing well. I'm the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Jupiter Day card Cashapp reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box below of this video for you to see. For this week's Jupiter Day card Cashapp reading, I'll be channeling with there's Ta, who's up in the place, high good, the good. If you look up Ta, you'll see that he's an Egyptian god. He's known as the creator, god, and maker of things. He is the Egyptian god of craftsmen, architects, art and creation. I asked Tom myself, who are you? How would you like to describe yourself? And the following came up. The number 2 came up, and the zodiac sign Taurus also came up. The number 2 I see as balanced choices, decisions. I see it as stability, security. I see it as resources and self-worth, or just worth in general. I see it also as the senses, so like taste, smell, touch, and all that stuff. And then Ta said, being able to pull it together and make a choice, standing on decisions, stability, security, and balance, and in the decisions that we make. And then Ta also breaks illusions, confusion with divine wisdom and doctrine. So there's Toffee, and I'll be channeling with him for this week's Jupiter Day card Cashapp reading. If you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I will handle if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It's helpful. Let's begin this week's Jupiter Day card Cashapp reading. And for this week's Jupiter Day card Cashapp reading, we have 2 topics, and I will start with the first one. Alright. We're going to do the cards only for the first topic, and then the second topic we'll do the cards and the charms together. Okay. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of the cards that came out, is the Archer. It's an air element. It says biding your time, planning ahead. And the top of the deck, you're watching this right now, is the Catalyst. It's a fire element, and it says radical changes, taking control. Seems interesting so far for the topic that is there. So for this week's Jupiter Day cards for Trump reading, the first topic is scattered energy. The card that came out is the Thief, seizing the moment, selfishness. It's crazy. There's a lot about selfishness lately. A lot about it. Very interesante. Yeah. So yeah, the first card we have here is the Thief, seizing the moment, selfishness, and it's the earth element. And then we have here the Hound, which is a fire element. It says loyalty, chains, and promises. Scattered energy. This looks scattered, and this just looks like scattered energy, period. Like the sword is broken and the pieces are scattered. So it depends on whether this is just you, this is your lifestyle, this is your family, this is like the energies around you, it's you. There's something here about, yeah, I feel like there's a lot about selfishness. It could be good or bad. I feel like it's good for the most part, where it's something about needing to think about yourself, needing to prioritize because of prioritize things in your life, prioritize yourself, putting the mask on before putting on anybody else. And yeah, maybe staying loyal to yourself, loyal to whatever this is, this thing is, people. Let's read it. I feel like things are maybe everywhere or trying to be everywhere, and it's like um not just going with the wind or just saying yes, like setting boundaries and being like, actually, like I can't do that, or this is not okay because of this or whatever, and like setting boundaries or something like that, or yeah, showing loyalty and not being wishy-washy here and there, or whatnot, here today gone tomorrow. Hold on, I gotta find the page. I stay doing that with this book. It's hilarious. So we have here thief. I'll read the whole thing and I'll read like the upright version of it. So there's like a summary of it, of what this is, and then it has the upright and the reverse version. So I'll read the summary of what it is and then the upright version. So we have her thief, it came upright. It says the thief. A crash of pottery, the sound of angry voices, someone laughs, another curses. You're so distracted looking to see what's going on that you don't realize your pockets are suddenly empty. Thief takes what they want when they want. It started off as a necessity. It started off as a necessity, but now it's an addiction. They need to take greater risks to seek bigger marks. One day they'll run out of luck, but it's the thrill that keeps them going in the meantime. And upright, it says it may seem a selfish way to live, but the thief makes their own destiny, and so do you. Grab that opportunity the next time it arises. Don't let should and could stop you from gaining fulfillment. Life is short, and sometimes you need to put yourself first. Yep, there's a lot about that going on or whatnot. If you don't put yourself first, like how you're gonna eat, how you're gonna like have what you need and everything like that. But then we have the hound, and I'll do the same thing for this one. It came upright. It says the hound. The hound paces, awaiting orders, and swearing their loyalty to another. They have learned their place in the world and what is most important to them, but they have also lost their freedom. The hound's devotion comes from a deep love, blinding them to a life beyond the person they are sworn to. They have found security in knowing where their next meal comes from, but some part of them still yearns for the wild. And then upright means promises are not made lightly, and you may be starting to realize that an agreement you made has come with more restrictions than you thought. Keeping your word is important, but don't let yourself be taken advantage of. It's not too late to decide that a relationship agreement or a situation no longer benefits you. Don't hold on to ties out of a misguided sense of loyalty or lost time. Sometimes the best path of action is to break free and start again. Wow. Maybe somebody needs to be putting themselves first. Either you do, or putting something first, or somebody else around you is doing that, or something like that. Or this is what the energies are just like sorting out to be, or whatnot. Um, yeah, scattered energy. I, I'll try to explain it. Maybe someone, yeah, is maybe too loyal to something, to someone else, to people, to a job, to whatever it is, a community. There's just too much like, I think scattered energy, and I think like outside of yourself. So I say this many times before, but I'll say it again anyway. One of the experience when I took shrooms or whatever, like one of the many times um there was like this thing where like, and I think it's definitely recalling back your energy, recall and reclaim back all your energy that's supporting your highest good and supporting the highest good. I felt like every time I would move away from the center or the core of myself, like it felt weird. It felt weird, and I felt like my body or me was trying to pull it right back here. So, and then after that, there was this thing where like I I I need I need to sit still and centered, and need to pull back all the parts of me that's not here, that's like other places. So I'll do that, and I'll sit down and I'll recall and reclaim back my energy and supporting my supporting is good, and I will like actually visualize them coming back to my core or something like that. That's what it's giving me here. Maybe some people have been given too much outside or something like that. Now your energy is scattered, it's everywhere or something. And now it's like loyalty to a fault or something like that. To what point though, you know? It's great to be loyal and to network and to have friends and do favors and Six of Pentacles and all that stuff, equal give and take. But sometimes you do need to prioritize yourself. You need to prioritize a certain thing. You do need to um, I feel like yes, loyalty and all that stuff, but as long as it does align with you or aligns with the energy that's supporting the highest good and supporting the highest good in some type of way. When you go too much outside or whatnot, that is throwing off a balance or something like that, and you could be feeling scattered energy because of that. So there could be something about reclaiming or recalling back your energy, um, all that you've been putting out. It's time to just start receiving, bring it back in, or something like that. But there's something here with that for the first topic, scattered energy. And it's something about while you're at it as well. There's something about while you're at it. Maybe you're noticing something ahead of time. And it's like while you're at it ahead of time before something falls or something happens that's not desirable. But yeah, that's that for this week's Jupiter cards of Trump reading. The first topic, scattered energy. Let's go on to the second topic. There's definitely something about control, self control, and all that stuff. Okay. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the two cards that came out, is the storyteller, and that's the water element, and it says viewpoints, control. Why is there so much control going on? Top of the deck, if you're watching this right now, top of the deck is the queen, fire element, determination, sacrifice. I feel like, especially the topic that's for the second one, there's something about being a pushover, a pleaser, a people pleaser, a yes man, or something like that. I feel like somebody needs to say no or need to just watch out for like having their naivete being taken advantage of. Okay, so for this week's Jupiter Day Carsus Trump reading, the second topic is naivete. Naivety. Naivete. So two cards came out. The first card is the scholar, is the air element, and is investigation and research. The second card we have here is the orator, and it's also an air element, and it's communication confidence. Ask questions and definitely do your research. And I did say in the in I think Mercury Day energy reading or one of these readings where I said something about Virgo and Virgo season, and in Virgo, to me, they are about analyzing and like they know policies and the law and all that stuff. So I feel like there's something about like look up, research, ask questions, and know the policies or the go around of something. So let's read these or whatnot. But yeah, let me see. Hold on. So that's that already communication. We have two air elements, and there's something about to know. There's something about to know with the I here and the I here, and then they have the air element. One of the air elements are Aquarius, and Aquarius is to know, and I'm feeling that heavy here. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I feel like just be cautious of having like naivety being taken advantage of in a way because you didn't know, not privy to something. So we have here the scholar. Sunlight streams through a window, illuminating a chaotic, crowded desk. Piles of books cast deep shadows, and dust motes float lazily through the air. The scholar is something of a hermit, preferring their scrolls and studies to the bustle of the outside world. But there is one thing they're known for: their ability to work through any puzzle and come to the right conclusion. The scholar is a card of routine and perseverance. Right now, you may find yourself at a dead end with no immediately apparent solution. Take a step back and try approaching the problem from a different angle or asking someone for their opinion. A fresh pair of eyes can work wonders. Ask questions, people. And then we have here the orator. The orator seats on seats the seats of the theater curve away on either side of you, filled with a rapt audience waiting for the performance to begin. On the stage, a single figure clears their throat and begins their soliloquy. Even when they're not performing, the orator speaks with complete confidence. They've never shied away from a public stage, but they're so used to reading from a script that sometimes they find themselves tongue tied when it comes to thinking for themselves. Doubting yourself is only holding you back. It's okay if you take a little longer to think about how to voice your needs and desires. Writing a script of how to ask for these things might even benefit you here. Be confident in taking up a space and letting your voice be heard. Okay. Naivete, naivete. Be confident, don't be scared. There's something here, and then okay, we have here eagle, the good omen, the good meaning, and it has oh, this was here before too. Let me make sure. I don't want to repeat things. If there's two that's like similar from the previous one, I'm gonna do it again. So now that's not cool. So then we have here eagle, and it has the good and it's the good omen, the good meaning. I think this came up in the Mercury energy reading for this week. But we have here the zodiac signs Libra and Taurus, and we had the number 3 and the number sequence 2, 3, 4, and it says balance, structure, nurture, provided for healing, abundance, refill, cup runneth over, getting your groove back. Then we have here the planet Jupiter. It rules Sagittarius and co-rules Pisces. And it could be expansion, it could be traveling, it could be like education and all that stuff, going beyond. It's one of the big, no, I think it's the biggest planet. All that stuff. Yeah. There's something about maybe like knowing something, knowledge. There could be something with naivete or someone looking like they're naive, but like being more than they look like. We have here zealous, an adjective meaning showing great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or objective. So I'm gonna say this energy. I think there's this energy of like people, there are some people who look like they don't know something or they look innocent or naive. And then the people who see someone like that, there are some individuals, entities, people, whatever, who like project that onto the individual or whatever. And like the way they interact with the individual, like someone could just be more knowing or in something more than somebody could know, and that person who was projected on because somebody else from the outside thinks they look naive or not knowing. There's this thing I personally experienced it. It's like you notice that this person, you notice that this is what's going on. You can feel it, you can notice it, you just know. And sometimes playing into it, and then sometimes that could be playing small as well. For whatever reason, there's a lot of reasons. It be happening so quick and I don't realize, but or sometimes I just don't feel like dealing with awkward situations. But like there's just I'm just talking this out. I feel like there's something there too. Like oh, it's also like there's some people taking kindness for weakness or for stupidity, like because you're nice or you're doing something, people must think that someone is like naive or stupid or gullible. But it's like no, because you're just actually nice and you're actually zealous, you're actually like earnest and all that stuff. And there's something about like projecting that, and even if like someone is not knowing, just like to have that projection onto someone and kind of like, I feel like that's manipulation in a way, or like taking advantage of someone instead of like educating them or helping them to know better or whatnot, doing something that is just genuine in general. um yeah, so there's something there with that came up or whatnot. um Yeah, there's something there with that I wanted to say. I don't know why. It looked like it a little bit. I don't even know why. But and also you know better as well. Don't dumb yourself down, dim your light, all that other stuff. Um, you know better kind of thing. And that's that for naivete. Yeah, ask questions, do your research, do the best you can. But at the end of the day, you can't really know everything. I know that I don't know type of thing. You can't really know everything. Um, and I feel like guidance or your higher knowledge or something like that will always guide you through in a way. And something is about like someone just being excited or new at something or to move on to something. And I don't know if someone's looking at that as naivete or being gullible or taking kindness for weakness. It's like, no, how else should you come into something that's new or whatever or whatnot? You know what I mean? Um, that's that. That's that for this week's Jupiter Day card says Trump reading. The second topic, naivete. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree or you can email me the seventh day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And peace out. Also, just like thinking about the first topic and what came out as well. I don't know if like there's been a people pleaser or someone that always is a yes man or whatnot. And it's like it could be like a subtle thing of like someone like, oh yeah, she's always gonna say yes, or she's always this and that, or something like that. Whether they're saying it in a malicious way, a manipulative way, or they're just saying that because they're not noticing or having everyday gratitude for your kindness or your earnestness, being zealous, your energy in general, your aura. There's something about like I don't know, there's like a people pleaser, always there, always doing this, always like giving up and I don't know, giving something up of yourself and something with have too much outside energy instead of like keep putting yourself first, mask on first. instead of like dying for others, and besides on like dying for yourself first. I don't know. And I don't know if someone's like seeing this as naivete or like in some type of way, gullible, not knowing. I don't know if like someone does not know or is just realizing this. Um, and then there's just something here like about like don't let that like change like who you are and stuff. Definitely needing to figure out how to like set boundaries and all that stuff, but don't let it be like, oh, well, I'm just not gonna be nice. Or I feel like there's something about noting that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. It's crazy because I feel like I feel that for Pisces, and I'm gonna do the Pisces full moon energy reading. So yeah, and then I feel like for Virgo too sometimes, but I'm not gonna go there. I feel like that's that for this week's Venus Jupiter Day card says Trump reading. And peace out, y'all. I already dinged the ding, whatever. See y'all in the Venus Day for reading.